Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm Nye. Right now, Nile Deckney, it is 9:22 a.m. on Tuesday, April 21st, 2020. Now for today's announcements. Thanks to everyone's loyal patronage, business at Nook's Cranny is booming. It's going so well, in fact, the shop has outgrown its current footprint. A remodel is in the works to give our favorite brotherly business, Duo, a few more shelves to stock. The shop will be closed tomorrow to complete the remodel. The drop-off box will also be unavailable. So if you have any urgent buying or selling to do, take care of it today before construction begins. That's all for today. Have a fun day out there. Interesting. I've been expecting this for a while. Because previously the evolution of Nooks was very based on money spent in Nooks. Wondering if it's the same now. Okay. So we're just going to end up doing our normal today. I bought a bunch of books so we can make the mini library. This is kind of out of the blue, but I spotted this piece of furniture the other day, and it made me think of you. So I'm sending it your way. I think it'd look real sharp in your place. Hope you like it. Okay, let's take a look. So we got KK Cruisin'. Not 100% sure if I have it already, but we'll figure that out. Yeah, I got plenty I still have to construct. What do we got here? A toolbox. You know what? I can live with that. Thank you, Bruce. I know exactly where that toolbox should go. First of all, let's see if we have KK Cruisin'. Oop. Okay, well, that too. Yay, KK Cruisin' is new. Ah, okay. I can dig it. Not my usual type of music. I won't kid you, but I can definitely dig it. And we're gonna go ahead and drop a toolbox in here. Because we need more tools in our basement. I don't have enough tools. We have not tooled it up enough. All right. So let's start exploring. So yesterday, okay, so hold on. Oh, so this could be a problem. Tomorrow is one of my potential spikes in prices. Let's go see how likely it is that I will not that I'm gonna miss my spike due to the upgrade. Let's go check out Nooks right now. So yesterday I was talking to a group of friends, and as is common with me, ooh, we got some stuff. Been blessed, a lot of business since we first opened up here, but this is no time to sit back and relax. We've got even bigger things in mind. We're expanding the shop again. This might seem a bit sudden, but we'll be closed tomorrow so that we can begin construction right away. I know, a whole day with no shop, but we'll see you again in 2 days, right? Yes, you will. Okay, first things first, turnip prices. So 50 bells per turnip this morning. That's it's a fairly low price, my dude. You're kind of being ridiculous. So yeah, tomorrow could be my spike, but we could have spikes elsewhere in the week. We will find out probably in about 2 hours when the prices change again. Okay, let's go ahead and sell some stuff. So I need to get rid of some trees, some fruits. I think that's all I'm giving you right now. I don't really need any more bamboo shoots, so we'll get rid of those too. Okay. But as is kind of typical with me, when I consume a piece of media that I really enjoy, you know, above and beyond my usual enjoyment. So, you know, we're talking something that, you know, I sit there and I'm like, man, this game was 710 times of excellent, you know? I end up having a, hey, we could buy this and be a YouTuber. But whenever I consume a piece of media, I'm fairly likely to reach out to friends and, you know, let them know, hey, this was amazing and you should try it. So last night I was chit-chatting with some Final Fantasy XIV buds. Should be Final Fantasy friends, really, if we're gonna go for the alliteration. But I was chit-chatting with some friends from Final Fantasy, and I was talking to them about Lobotomy Corporation, because that is my current fixation. I have legitimately been thinking about that game literally since Sunday. You know, thinking about, like, what am I going to do? How am I going to deal with the current nonsense in the game? You know, that sort of thing. I was chatting with friends last night. And, two different friends had two different, impressions on what I had described. One immediately thought that what I was describing was extremely interesting, and he was immediately ready to potentially play it in the future at some point when he has time available. What's up, Boone? You having a good day? I am feeling strong. Here, chat with me. Love sunny weather we've been having. Helps you work up a good sweat. Okay, cool. I wonder if the store upgrading is gonna increase my rating of the island. So one was extremely ready. The other one wanted to go kind of look at it. And the one who wanted to look at it, his immediate first response was to be annoyed by the art style. What's up, Sylvana? I have a thing for you. Yes, for you, really. I think you are going to get the rabbit tea. I mean, I like your stellar jumpsuit, but I do very much want to give you a rabbit tea. That's really cute. So he looked at it, he was immediately unimpressed by the art style. Now, I admit that Lobotomy Corporation's art style is not amazing. It is certainly not, you know, it's not a AAA, it's not a AA, it's not even a single A. I would maybe hazard the art style is B at best. But one of the things he said is, he looked at it and goes, oh, it's a Kickstarter game. That explains it. And I was struck by this comment. Partially because of how silly it sounds. Hey, B, you want a thing? Yes, I really want to give you a thing. You... What are we going to give you? I have a lot of stuff I can give you. You know, it sounds like you need a kitchen scale. I really want to give that to you. Yes. I am one of those people that evidently evaluates you on the one thing I know about you. I know that B is a cook. It's the one thing I know about B. Therefore, it's the only thing I will ever give her. But yeah, he looked at it. And he was like, he made two observations. One was the observation on the graphics, that the graphics weren't amazing. And he was immediately negative about that. Yes, what you doing? You're making a decoy duck. I'm pretty sure I already have that recipe. Yep, I already have that. Okay, well, we'll go put that in the, we'll go put that in the stall. I appreciate you, Pietro. Let's also give you a thing. Can you imagine rapping with a clown? I don't think anybody would ever do that. Here, have a coffee cup. So, immediately, it was the response to the fact that it is, you know, the art style is somewhat, I'm not going to say lacking, because lacking really isn't the word I would use, but it's not a robust art style. It's not incredibly, and I think he was probably mostly looking at the cutscenes more than the actual, individual gameplay. But, no, it was the lack of the really super exciting art that originally got his attention. So, you know, admittedly, the animation, yeah, we'll give you that. Not the animation. The art style is, you know, pretty low key. And you're gonna give me a silk shirt. Ooh. I actually have a silk shirt. Oh, nice. Okay. I see. It's a good color, too. I really like the shimmeriness on Silk. What do we got here? Oh, yeah. So Nooks will be closed. Just, tell me about 5 or 6 different times. Hey, Flick's here. Hey, Flick. Hey, buddy. Yes, I remember you. I very much remembering you. I will bring you bugs if I find any bugs. I will absolutely let you know, because I've got commissions I want to do. But yeah, I was a little bit surprised, I guess, by the intense vehemence about the fact that the graphics weren't amazing. And the second thing I was surprised by was the just kind of assertion that the game is okay, basically it doesn't look like there's anything new in here from here on out. Okay. The assertion of, oh, it's a Kickstarter game, that explains it. Kickstarter games can't be in good graphics. And so I immediately thought about that, and I was like, well, but wait a second. hold the phone. Okay, I don't see anything interesting there. So let's see. What can I reorder that I actually care about? I know there was something I needed to reorder, right? But I mean, it was the idea that the fact that it is a Kickstarter game means that it can't have good graphics. It can't be good. And that kind of amazed me hearing that. It's not, I definitely don't agree with it, but the problem was that whenever I called out a different game that had good graphics, so very much talking about games like would be a really good example. I mean, Hollow Knight is one that I would call out. His response that those graphics were stylized, and that kind of made it different. And you know what? I understand where he's coming from. I'm not gonna pretend I don't understand understand what he means. Stylized graphics are a little bit different. It's really hard to call them necessarily good, because they're very different. And I was looking at a lot of the games that I play, and I realized that for me, graphics have never really been an important thing in a video game. Whenever I play a video game, it doesn't matter what the graphics are. I just kind of do my thing. Okay. I just kind of do my thing, and I'm more concerned about gameplay. And I was looking at the games that I play. Oh, I need to go get the new bridge thing from Nook. But I was looking at my Steam, and I was looking at what I have. I was looking at what I have installed right now. I was looking at what I've played, what I've 100%ed a lot recently, and if you actually go look at the games that I sink time into, the game that I do, what you very quickly see is that I don't play AAA games as a general rule. Now, I'm curious if you would call Animal Crossing a AAA title. You probably would. Maybe at least AA, right? This is at least a AA title. But, I don't really play AAA titles. I don't play games with amazing graphics. I played a little bit of Doom from 2016. So that's probably the last game that I played that was really along those lines. But, I'm playing a lot of Lobotomy Corporation. Well, naturally, that's, that's, like you said, it's a Kickstarter game, but very stylized graphics. Very, more of a hand-drawn, cartoony style. Very much not super realistic. Very much, very animated. And very obvious kind of what, that the game is is kind of a different style to it. I guess that's how I describe that. But very much not the realistic style of game. But again, not a AAA title either. And that's, as I said, that's very characteristic of me. Boone, I need you to not be sitting there. I need this rock. Can you get up? I need you to allow me to... You do you, Boone. I'll see you later. But okay, so I've talked a lot about Lobotomy Corporation. Let's, I want to... Oh, okay, that went where I wanted to. But what about Deep Rock Galactic? So I've been playing a lot of Deep Rock Galactic lately. For those of you who haven't played this game, I actually do recommend it. This is another one of those games I've sunk a number of hours into. It's very much a, I'm going to call it a Payday-style game. I think that's the best way to describe Deep Rock. But it is a first-person shooter that's meant to be played up to 4 players. And the idea is that you are space dwarves mining an asteroid, and that the asteroid has buggers to come kill you. That's the easiest way I can describe it, while also annoying parents in Europe. But Deep Rock Galactic, you have a bunch of bugs that come out. They are, aliens that try to kill you. There's a bunch of different varieties. So the idea is that you have 4 different classes. You can upgrade these classes, upgrade their weapons, upgrade their equipment. I'm looking to see if there's any fossils over here, but I didn't see any when we were over here earlier. And you work together to accomplish goals, and each, there's, kind of a bunch of different goals. Each different goal has a different style for completion. So one goal might be to just mine X amount of a type of mineral in the area. Another goal might be to, how much space do I have? Not a lot. Another goal might be to, oh, hello. Hello, my pretty. You and I need to have a talk. 1 second. Damn, I was hoping. So another goal might be to go get a rare resource and bring it back to a defended platform when you're being attacked at all times. The harder it goes, the more stuff happens. You have exfiltration that you have to do. That exfiltration typically is you try to run to a drop pod within X amount of minutes, and there will be enemies attacking you. It's all kinds of fun stuff that happens in that game. But it's a very fun cooperative game. By the way, I did make my little canyon. I did want at least that. I was considering making this little cliff a little bit longer and kind of extending this, but I would have had to push out this cliff, because as you can see here, you have to have kind of one space between an upper cliff and a lower cliff. So I didn't really feel like it was worth extending particularly far, but I thought that would be a little fun addition. Also, for my vertically aligned staircase, you'll see this, and you'll see this over by Nook's Cranny when we get back over there. I kind of wrapped it in a cliff because I feel like this looks a little bit better. I just gotta put like flowers or something on either side, so it doesn't look quite as blank. So Deep Rock's fantastic. There's a lot of upgrade potential, and it's one of those games that you just kind of play over and over and over. But the big deal is that you play it, with friends. That's the basic idea there. And I enjoy the game like hell, but very stylized, cel-shaded graphics on that one. The graphics are fairly simple, really. And I think I actually prefer that about Deep Rock, that the graphics are simple. Put away. Damn it. Oh, this is the worst thing that could possibly have happened. No! Okay, well, you knew that was going to happen. Okay, cool. That's fine. I need to get rid of a tree now. You knew... Don't lie to yourself. You knew that I was going to do that on accident. I should have done this over here. Okay, we got another... Look to see if we have another fossil up here, but I don't see one. But Deep Rock is definitely definitely that stylized, cel-shaded style. Very, like, the graphics are more simplistic, so not a lot of detail. Which I guess that I would say that almost goes without saying on a cel-shaded game, but I've seen plenty of cel-shaded games that do have detail. So I don't think it's quite fair to throw that particular stone. Like, I played a lot of Terraria, but Terraria is a, side-scrolling, 16-bit style, right? So Terraria is not, okay, let's... The problem is right now I have no space. Let's go get some space real quick before I do this, because I'm going to have to dig up some flowers. Because this is going to go across, like, right here, probably. So I'm going to have to move that tree, move this bamboo, and dig up a bunch of those flowers so I just don't lose them. So even when you have, like, bridges and inclines, you're still going to end up using these tools to get where you need to go faster. But yeah, Terraria is, you know, side-scrolling, and it's, you know, 16-ish bit. So, it's not, you know... Again, it's not the graphics that he was talking about. You know, you can make an argument for Civ 6 being one of those more, Hello, friend. Nope, come here. I saw you. No. Get back here, you ass. There we go. You know, Monster Hunter World definitely going to be a AAA title, but La Mulana absolutely isn't. Where's this balloon? It's not down here. Ah. I need to hit this one quick. So Monster Hunter World definitely there. La Mulana 2 definitely not. La Mulana 2 definitely sitting in that stylized style. Cold Country Bunad, which I can't wear because reasons. Release, don't need it. Huh. Okay. Okay. But yeah, like that, a lot of, that's just the stuff I happen to have, installed at the moment. If I go look at games that are on my list of stuff that, like, I have, you know, beaten, 100%ed, you know, basically what you would say is, specifically games that I've put a bunch of time into, is, I think, how you would describe this particular set. You know, Action Hank definitely has a more stylized look, though I'd probably argue that in the case of Action Hank, that's going to be less stylized in that case, and in this case, we're just calling it, you know, like, lower tier graphics. It's definitely going towards those more, more detail-oriented graphics, I'd say. It's definitely aiming at a, okay, Flick, where are you? Yeah, it's definitely aiming at a, at the more detail. There's a lot of stuff in there. But even though there's more detail, Action Hank is, you know, decidedly lower in graphics than some other games that we could name that go for the same thing. So, you know, maybe Action Hank could be called in there. Aquaria, hand-drawn graphics. Binding of Isaac, hand-drawn graphics. Dust and Elysian Tale, hand-drawn graphics. Enter the Gungeon is going to be the more, you know, that more 16-bit style. Fable, but that was AAA from years and years ago. Fez, FTL, Rayman, Risk of Rain, Teslagrad, Tower of Guns, VVV. All of these are, you know, a variety of games that, yes, you know, are fantastic games. And I defy anybody who would attempt to say otherwise. They're all fantastic titles. But none of these titles, and these are, again, these are titles I'm simply calling out that I have 100%ed. These are titles that I've done, and these are specifically, also to be specific, these are Steam games, so I'm not counting anything I've done on a system. But, these are all, you know, again, stylized titles. It's not like my computer is not capable of playing better. Let's see, Bastion, Castle Crashers, you know, okay, yes, Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2, but Guacamelee, Hollow Knight. You know, there's a lot of these games that I have, that I have played. This one, I couldn't actually put the cliff out as far as I wanted to because this tree is here and I didn't feel like moving it. In case you're curious why that's a little bit different. Hey, Flick. I'm gonna see if I can get 3 Agrias butterflies, and then bring it to Flick. Okay, buddy. I have peacock butterflies for you. I kind of one time try to sell him a single peacock butterfly, and see if he has a unique comment for like individual bugs. I know I've sold him a single bug in the past. See, I was thinking about it. I'm like, you know, graphics are just not that important to me at the end of the day. They just really aren't. It's one of those things that, like, you know, we can look at graphics all we want, but I care about gameplay. And if you can give me good gameplay with, you know, the word I want to use is subpar, but subpar is not the word I want to use, if you know what I mean. Let's see, what do I want to give you? I want to give you... You get a garden faucet. I am really giving you a garden faucet. And we get money. But, you know, there's been a lot of games that I've seen that have had, you know, reasonably good graphics, and then the gameplay is not all that good. Now, this is going to be more towards your, you know, personal preferences. But, you know, like, I sit here looking at a lot of sports games, and it's hard to say not good, because the sports games, they do what they're supposed to do, right? You get the ball and you use it. But I definitely feel that in a lot of cases, sports games could be better, you know? They could be a step up from where they are. They could do more, you know, more interaction. Like, I call back to some, you know, sports titles of the past, some, like, Maddens of the past, where you had the quarterback vision, where you had to kind of sweep your vision cone around, so that way you, as a quarterback, would be more accurate throwing the ball to your targeted receiver. If you're... I felt that this was a really good gameplay mechanic, because really, if you're looking right and you throw left, yeah, that's gonna, you know, first of all, if you throw right, if you're looking right, the defenders, they can see this, right? They can see where you're looking. So a defending player who's actually playing the game should be able to respond to you looking in the other direction. That just makes sense to me, you know? Also, I want to try something with this path once we get done with what I'm doing. But it definitely makes sense to me that you should be able to see where the quarterback is looking. But it also makes sense that if you're looking right and you throw left, unless you have really trained your peripheral vision up and you're really solid in how to aim without directly looking at something, you should absolutely be less accurate than normal. And I think it adds a goodly amount of play and counterplay. Yeah, I like this. Awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and pay this off. Which is just lovely, isn't it? Yeah, you know this guy is a sarcastic son of a bitch. He just doesn't sound like it. Here you go, chub. Donate. We have done it. Great work to us. Okay, so we only have one more. Just one. We have one more bridge to do, and then I believe our infrastructure will be 100% done. Yeah, I feel like that was a fantastic feature that, you know, again, I'm not really a sports ball player. Oh, I did not actually want that to go there. I'm not really a sports ball player as a general rule. I don't really enjoy those games much. I'd rather actually, you know, you never know this looking at my looking at my toned physique, but I'm much more of a person who, if I'm gonna play a sports game, a sports title, I would much rather actually play one. like, actually play the sport. I'd like to actually go out and, you know, go out and grab a ball and actually play with friends, or actually, you know, go join a team and do it. I've never really been much of one for the digital version of that type of thing. Which may sound weird, as much of a video gamer as I am, but it is absolutely true. That's just how I am when it comes to video games. Let's toss this here. No, that's in line with that. No, that hurts my delicate sensibilities. So the lack of gameplay, it doesn't matter how good you make, you know, you make a Madden title or a, you know, NBA title. If your gameplay isn't there, damn it, I can't put it there because reasons. Okay. Can I put it here? Will you allow for that? No, because the rock's there. Damn, I can't put it in any of the places I actually want to put it. And that's because this other tree is here. I'm out of oranges. Damn it. I didn't actually want to put it here, but apparently we're putting it here. I'll have to make adjustments later on. Plant that. And I'm gonna have to figure out how my path's probably gonna wind around a little bit. Which kind of sucks because the way that, you know, we've already talked about how corners are, you know, wacky in this game. In terms of paths. But we'll figure it out. The gameplay is just absolutely the pinnacle of any game for me. It does not matter how, you know, how beautiful it is. If you don't got the gameplay, you know. Basically, it don't mean a thing if you ain't got that thing, you know? Okay, let's go grab my stone path here. And let's take a look to see what we can do over here. So I can't place this. Okay, I can place this here. Can I do one? Okay, but I can't do corners. So what I can do is I can do this, and that's what the best I can do for a diagonal bridge. Okay. Okay. This is going to have to move too. So I need oranges. So I think part of me was a little bit rankled by the fact that he brought up, you know, graphics without really... I think that the big thing was he hadn't looked at gameplay yet. And I think that's part of why I was like, you're not really... So he hadn't looked at gameplay yet. But, you know, he brought up graphics. It's like, well, you know, meh, you know? How much do graphics really, you know... What price gameplay, you know? So, but what I was really appreciative of is that he went up and he looked at it on Steam, which, you know, this man, you know, was somewhat interested, and he went up and looked up this game on Steam, and because I told him, look, you know, graphically it's not going to be amazing. What you really need in this game, what you really need to check, is you need to look at gameplay and then see how does it look, you know, where you know, how do you feel about this? Sup? I am here to see Broccolo. I have a thing for you. I don't know what it is, but I have a thing for you. I think you could use a punching bag. It is a punching bag, yes. And a young royal shirt. Oh, I gotta see this. Oh, okay. I got you. Understood. Hey, look, there's the thing. Bruce is also here. Here, I have a thing for you. You may be surprised, but I want to give you a Young Royal shirt. It is a Young Royal shirt. And now I got a Kung Fu tee. Man, I'm just getting all kinds of stuff today. And it's stuff I've never seen before, which is kind of the more important thing. Oh, okay. Cool. I actually have one of those. Slightly better quality than the one that you see in here, but I actually have a shirt like that. He kind of looked at it, he looked at the gameplay, and then, you know, minutes later, I heard him say that he was actually trying the game out. He actually got the first abnormality, and he was trying it out and trying to learn how the game worked. And he very quickly came to the conclusion that he was enjoying the game. I am giving you a thing. Here's a Kung Fu tee. Actually, I should have given her the silver microphone, shouldn't I? Okay, well, we get money. So it's one of those things that I think I ended up arguing with him for a bit about graphics. And, you know, how much do graphics matter? Because, you know, be honest with yourself. How much do graphics matter in your enjoyment of a game? You know, for some of us, they matter a lot. You know, if you don't have graphical quality, you got nothing. I know a bunch of people like that. You know what? Fine. But I feel that graphics are just not that important. You know, you can have a game that looks great, but if there's no gameplay there, you're just not going to be interested. You can have a game that doesn't look amazing. Now, what I will say is that if a game looks absolutely shitty, you may have a problem. Like, your graphics... Stylized is one thing. Your graphics do need to look like you actually put care and thought into the game. Do I want this here? Yeah, this will be fine. I'm cool with I take it back. I can't actually see the rock there. And I need to be able to see the rock. If I put it one to the right. I'm gonna put one right here. You know what? I know where to put a tree. I got an idea. We liven this up a little bit. I'll have to move this deciduous tree a little bit. Because I don't like trees that are right next to, or like that are close to each other to be on the same X/Y coordinates, or well, same X or Y coordinates. It just looks kind of lazy to me. That could have gone extraordinarily badly. A folding floor layout. Okay. We're gonna see about getting some bug statues from Flick. I think what I really appreciated most was actually that he really started to enjoy it. He put his money where his mouth was. He actually started trying it and then really started enjoying it, which you know, partly is me going, hey, you know, cool. I'm very glad you're enjoying it, and you know, I've got some other games that, you know, graphics might not be the most amazing, but you can actually enjoy them down the line. So part of me is like that, and then part of me, you know, there is a distinct part of me that very much is on the, you know, told you so path. You know, of, yeah, you know, you didn't think this game was going to be good because the graphics, but would you look at that? turns out you can have a good game without amazing graphics. Okay, these aren't going to crossbreed, but... Didn't want to wear it. Wanted to... Oh, wait, that's just a flower. Whoops. Look, I took out some pink wildflowers. Who would have expected? I think the other fun thing was that I actually got to listen as he started working on the game. And that was also incredibly fun. And people in my chat when I was playing the game were kind of the same opinion, that they were getting to hear me play the game for the first time. So they were hearing about, you know, my pitfalls and the, you know, the issues I was having. And more notably, I think I'm just going to... No, we should round this one out too, because that's going to be the end of that path. But more notably, they heard my pitfalls, but they also heard about my successes, you know, where I was figuring things out. And as a person who, I love to teach things to people. I love to teach, you know, skills, and I love to... Whoop, didn't want that. I love to teach skills, and I love to teach information, and I love to help people get better at things. You know, I kind of enjoy helping people learn, figure things out. It's one of my... definitely one of my, you know, kind of greatest pastimes. So I think we're just gonna... Oh, nope. That one. Okay, so, I mean, it's not amazing or anything like that, but, it's kind of the best we can do, you know? So I enjoyed being able to listen to him as he kind of figured out how the game worked and explored, and, you know, kind of figured out that, ooh, you know, this thing works this way and this thing works that way. He definitely is a little bit of a paranoid individual, which I think is going to serve him very well in the game. I think paranoia is actually a very positive trait in that game. There we go. Okay, these need to move a little bit. The question is, so this cliffside path I have here, so do I want the cliffside path to move down? That's the, nope, not there. That's the big question I have to ask myself, is if I want this cliffside path to move down a wee bit. So that way it looks a little bit better as it snakes along the cliff, or do I want it to actually, you know, curve and turn a little bit? Because it already curves here. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to dig up these, and I'm going to adjust this path. Because while I do like a meandering path, at the same time, I feel like too many immediate twists and turns just makes it look messy. So I think if we do that, yes, it turns and it takes a turn up, but I think that's, you know, that's kind of necessary. It needs to do that. Part of me is kind of inclined to kill this cliff right here and just have it go up and then immediately to the left, but I think we can live with that turn there. And then we'll put some flowers against that cliffside. Yeah, it's definitely, it's fun, just as a general rule, I think, to see someone look at something that you've become very good at and to learn it. There's this amazing you know, teacher moment, where you get to be like, you know, hey, look at this. I think it's, you know, it's the same sort of sensation you get when you're watching a child learn something. So, you know, that sense of pride when that you watch them riding their bike for the first time or something like that. But with a grown-up, I'm trying to say, do I want to So here's the thing. It's going to end right here. So I think what we want to do is we want to do this. And have that be the end. There we go. Okay, good stuff. There's definitely an awesome moment where you watch people, and I think it's the same thing that you'd see when you're watching a kid, but when you're watching a grown person, when you're watching an adult have that same moment, I think it's all the more fun. Not because there's anything, you know, kind of unique about the fact that it's an adult doing it, but because adults kind of reason in a very different way than kids. Kids kind of learn in a more haphazard pattern, you know? It's not they are not setting out to learn something necessarily. It just kind of happens. They just kind of... Is chatter out and about? I can't tell. Yes, okay. They just kind of learn a thing, and they're not necessarily trying to learn it. Whereas I feel like with an adult is actively making an attempt to learn something most of the time. And that makes the adults learning a little bit different because they're working to understand something. Now, you know, your mileage may vary with this. If you go look at college or something like that, we see an awful lot of adults that, you know, are falling asleep in class or not making an attempt. But I'm talking more like when there's something you actively want to learn, when you want to figure out how a new game works. You know, adults have a habit of at least if you were. This is gonna sound kind of weird way to say it, but if you were educated correctly is the way I'm gonna put this. So if you were educated to ask questions, to seek understanding, to grow your learning, not just any questions, the proper questions. There are specific types of questions that you should ask when trying to learn something. And so watching an adult go, okay, what are these, you know, what are these details? Do you want a thing? Here. Have a flower. These are really pretty. What do you call them? Pink wildflowers? I've got just the place for these back home. Oh, cool. Oh, hello. Island togetherness. Okay. Just talking to neighbors every day. Respected one. Cool. Okay, so this just must be 20 days of talking to my neighbors? I guess. I think we've talked to neighbors for more than 20 days, but maybe it's talk to all your neighbors. Maybe that's what it is. That would make more sense. It's very fun. So listening to someone who is, you know, I think it's the analytical questions, and this just might be just because I like analyzing stuff myself, but analytical questions very specific, like, I did this and I got this result. What does that mean? How do I understand this result? I love questions like that. You little bastard. How did I not get you? Okay. You know, I really do enjoy questions like that. I really enjoy those questions that are both demonstrating understanding while simultaneously asking for clarity. I think those are some of the best questions that exist. So too, when I hear them out of people, especially on something that I know, you know, it's fantastic. But also, I really enjoy questions that are someone who displayed a previous understanding that we're now clarifying, or, you know, that it's understanding more. I was playing with someone on Final Fantasy XIV last night, and they're playing a Black Mage, And we were trying to figure out why their damage output was lower than expected. Because, you know, Black Mages, strong damn class. They do a lot of freaking damage. But the DIY Egbert, who DIH. Okay. Cardboard bed. I think I already have that one. Yep. So we were trying to figure out why their damage output was significantly lower than I expected it to be. Keep in mind, they are new. Their gear isn't particularly amazing. So there are definitely reasons why this would be the case for them. But at the same time... Hello, you bastard. Oh, hello. What's up, Boone? Oh. Why are you so... No, you're... Okay, you know what? Fine. We're going to change your... What's your new pathway going to be? What should his new... You know what? Fine. Your new catchphrase is ook. That's right. Ook it is. Whenever I say ook, I'll see your face. Ook. Yep, there's your face. Yep, here's my face. Are you kidding me? There's no Nook Miles for that? That's literally the reason I did that, was to see if there was a Nook Miles unlock for changing people's catchphrases. Flick, there was a butterfly right next to you, my dude. You're not showing that love for the bugs that you espouse so heavily. So we were playing, and their gear's not that good. They're still learning really how to. They're learning how to play, and okay, I don't know how many things we can get from Flick, but let's go. Let's go get the Darner Dragonfly. Flick, you were just here, dude. Where the hell did you go? You were just here. Where did you teleport to? Okay, too much art. So we are going to do Darn Dragonfly. I can absolutely do that. And our contract is bound, human. Okay. Now, can I do another one? Okay, hold on. Where's... Does this give me 3 tigers? I'm pretty sure I have 3 tigers, right? Oh, well, there goes my net. Okay, hold on. Do I have 3 tigers? Yes. Let's see if he will also do tigers. Okay, you can only do 1 at a time. Okay, so I'll just sell the other ones. But they were trying to figure out their damage, and I said, have you been using Thunder? Have you been using your damage over time spell? And they're like, oh, no, I haven't been using it because its damage is so low. And it very much was this feeling of, oh, okay, you don't actually understand how damage over time spells work. Let's teach you this. So it was they were demonstrating that they had read the they had read the tooltip. They understood that it was low damage, but what they didn't understand was the damage over time aspect. That it's not that damage once, it's that damage repeatedly, which is kind of a major part of that class. So being able to kind of getting that understanding from them that this is where... Ooh, we got stuff today. Nice. First of all, hey Sable, got new pattern fabrics. Awesome. Thank you, Sable. I appreciate you. You met our other sister Label? Yes, I have met the other sister Label. Okay. Let's go buy some stuff. So just seeing that, there was understanding. I like this one. I already have the tailored jacket. Viking top. Oh, I like it. Do I have... Actually, I might not have a tailored jacket. I might have to buy that. I take that back. Traditional Sudateco pants. Okay. Okay, not a big fan of the dandy hat. We already have one anyways. Definitely want some samurai helmets. Ooh. Ooh, heart shades. Striped tights. Any interesting shoes? And I might as well buy some more wingtips. We're probably going to be buying a lot of samurai hats, I think. I didn't see the eye patch. I have to go look for that. Hold on. Okay, I got the fuzzy sweater. Let's go ahead and snag the tailored jacket. Don't know if I have the wide chino pants. Grab another samurai helmet. There's the post-op patch. Eventually, if I spend enough money with the Able sisters, they too will upgrade. Okay, let's see. What else do I need out of here? I definitely need the Viking top. I mean, that's a no-brainer. Pretty sure I have black fishnets, but let's grab... I can see uses for fishnets. And not just for catching fish. So yeah, in general, I think, you know, it's been fun seeing this guy kind of realize that there was this game, and this game definitely has a distinctly different feel to it, and that the graphics are not necessarily that important. And then as soon as he started playing it, he also started seeing that, I don't know if we have a purple toga. Let's pick up a purple toga. Oh, also a golden samurai helmet. Okay. But I think there was definitely this feel of him that, oh, hey, would you look at this? This game is a lot better than I actually originally had figured it would be. What is this? Oh, it's a mermaid. But I think he was very surprised by the fact that the game could be as good as it is. So I'm actually very looking forwards to talking to him in, you know, a good couple of hours and hearing how far did he get. You know, did he get walled anywhere? What abnormality walled him? I'm looking forward to hearing that, and also hearing about his process. He got a few abnormalities that I didn't have, so I wasn't really able to talk to him about the process of his I need to get myself a... Damn. Gonna miss out on both of these peacock butterflies. But it was definitely very fun to kind of hear about his process. But he got a couple abnormalities that I didn't have, so I wasn't able to kind of listen to him as much as I would have loved to. I would have loved to have listened to his exploration and learning more than I did. That's going to be it for me, guys. So let me know about, you know, graphics. How much do you care about graphics in video games? Is that something that's important to you? Do you need there to be amazing graphics? Or, you know, are you okay with, you know, just decent graphics? Where do you sit on that? You know, and also gameplay versus graphics. What do you know, which one do you prioritize more? Do let me know. And then especially in the learning aspect of things, you know, do you like learning in and of yourself? Are you more interested in watching others learn? You know, do you gain any pleasure out of doing that, out of teaching people? It's definitely something that I love, and I love finding people who also enjoy doing so, because it's something we can share. So do let me know, guys. That's going to be it for me. I will see y'all tomorrow.